So today I'm going to be doing my long-awaited kind of update review on how the Missha 7 Days Coloring Treatment in Pink Brown has worn throughout my hair. I will go through and show you guys what my hair looked like after almost every wash. There were a couple updates I kind of skipped and forgot to do, but for the most part I show you wash to wash to wash, what the color looked like, where it starts fading, and just my overall thoughts and opinions on this hair color. So I will get started and let you guys see what my hair looked like after each individual wash. I'll put in a clip really quickly of how my hair looked before I have washed it at all. This is just after rinsing the color out and the most vibrant my hair is gonna be. So this is the first update for my hair color and how it has faded. This is after one wash. So I think you can see the vibrancy is still totally there. I do start to see a little bit of fading around like the root area. So like kind of in here, a little bit up in here as well. Really crossing my fingers it doesn't stain. As far as how I'm treating my hair, I'm just using like my regular shampoo and conditioners, which do have sulfates in it. So if you do want your color to last longer, sulfate-free shampoos are going to be your best option, but I'm not necessarily trying to maintain this color at all. I just kind of want to go about my usual hair care routine and see how this color, reacts to that. And as far as the temperature of the water, again, the colder the water, the longer your color will stay. We will see if there's any long-term damage to my hair, but this is it after one wash. So this is the second update of my hair. This is how it looks after the second wash. This is the 9th day that this product has been in my hair. Again, the title 7 days coloring is really kind of an arbitrary number. It's really just on how often you wash your hair. So this is how my hair looks after the second wash. Still very vibrant, but it is fading a bit. Some of the mid shaft of the hair is actually still holding the color pretty well, but I do see some slight fading to it now, but I still think that this is a super vibrant red orange, and the more it fades, the more kind of like orange tone it's starting to lean towards. If I'm just running my hair under water, the water runs clear, but once I start actually using the shampoo, that's what's really starting to break up the color, obviously. And also I'm gonna do a little test. I'm gonna like put the ends of my hair next to the roots so you can kind of see if the color is drastically different. I don't think it's too different. It does seem to be a little bit lighter on the ends, but that's also where I expect a lot of the color to fade the most. So this is how it looks after the second wash and on day 9. So this is how my hair looks after the third wash. So I think it's definitely lasting quite a while in blonde hair. Definitely still not a pink color at all. I can also tell the difference now because like a lot more of my roots are growing in. But as far as how it's fading, I would still say that this is fading pretty evenly. I don't think there's any like extremely obvious areas where it's like, wow, it's like really splotchy. I think there is a little bit more fading at the ends of my hair than the top, but yeah, so far this is the third wash and it has been in my hair now for 11 days. Okay, so the next hair update. So I'm actually gonna wash my hair today, but I forgot to film the last wash update. So this is how it looks after the 4th wash. My hair is a little greasy at the moment, so please excuse that, but I am about to go do the 5th wash today. This is kind of about how the ends are compared to the roots of my hair. So this is what the color looks like after the 4th wash, and this is now the 17th day that this color has been in my hair. Okay, so this is the next update. This is the 5th wash, and I feel like coincidentally it's like almost turning a little bit more of like a watermelon-y kind of pinky kind of color. It's definitely still like a red orangey kind of color, but it is looking like the most pink it's looked so far. So again, another root test. So I'm going to compare it to the top. I think it's still actually holding up pretty good. So this is the next update, and this has now been in my hair for 22 days. So a quick root test. I think it's still fading pretty evenly. Okay, so next hair update. I'm gonna make these a lot shorter now because I feel like I just repeat the same things over and over. So this is the 7th wash, and I have now had this in my hair for 27 days, so almost a month now. So here is the root test. Again, the ends are getting a little bit lighter, and I've also noticed a little bit more fading kind of in the mid shaft area around like the back of my hair. I don't know how well you can see that or not, but that is another spot where I'm really starting to see a lot more color fading. So it still looks, I mean, relatively even in my opinion. But yeah, so that is the 7th wash and 27 days in. I believe this is the 8th wash and it's now the 30th day that this has been in my hair. Here's the color. I think I'm starting to see a lot more fading kind of near the back, but as always, let's do a quick root test. Still just a tiny bit lighter, but overall, like, not bad, not bad. I actually really kind of like this like more peachy kind of color now, so I don't know, it's kind of cute, it's kind of cute. 30 days, who'd have thought it would have lasted 30 days? 7 days my ass. Okay, so this is the next update. I accidentally forgot to film my last kind of like hair check-in. So this is actually the 10th wash. So sorry I skipped one. This has now been 38 days since I dyed my hair. Color-wise, it is still fading, which is good. I think there's some more fading kind of in the back here. I think because obviously like I face away from like the water whenever I'm taking a shower. So I think most of the water's like, you know, constantly hitting that spot of my head more than like the front. I do have to say I really actually like love the color it is right now. I always like more pastel-y kind of colors on me than super saturated ones. So that is the root test. Definitely a lot lighter on the ends than the top of my hair, but it's not too bad. So this is the 10th wash, 38 days in. So this is the next update. This has been the 11th wash, and this has now been in my hair for a whopping 44 days. Since about the last like 2 or 3 washes, I have been seeing a noticeable difference after each individual wash. There was kind of a time in between where I was like, I don't know, maybe it looks different, maybe it doesn't. Now I'm really starting to see every time I wash it, the color does seem to be fading quite a bit more, which again is a good thing for me. I love this color right now, this like baby pink, salmony, peachy kind of color. I'm really loving this. I kind of like want it to stay like this a little bit. As always, let's do a root test. It's looking like it's kind of like leveling out again. It doesn't look too drastically different from the root to the tip. Let's see if I can tell from the side. I think you can see there's a little bit lighter there. It's almost like a flamingo-y. That's what it is. It's like a flamingo-y kind of color. I wanted to dye my hair flamingo pink one time, and it definitely didn't turn out like, you know, a flamingo pink. But this is what it is. I just like realized this is flamingo pink. I love it. Okay, so the next update, I know I'm looking like a real hot mess, but I'm just gonna do this one really quickly. So this is what my hair looks like after, I believe it's the 12th wash. It's starting to run together in my brain, but it has been in my hair now for 45 days. So well over a month this color has lasted. And I actually went swimming yesterday for Labor Day, so I actually have a bit more of like fading from obviously chlorine. Like you can see there's some spots right here. It's like completely blonde, especially if I like hold it up here. I think you can see it pretty much took off a lot of the color from the chlorine. And so I'm just at the spot now where I could just keep letting this fade, but to be honest, I really just kind of need to take care of this now. It's kind of starting to get into that really faded, not cute kind of territory. So what I had originally planned on doing was just really letting it fade and seeing how much of it would come out. But I am going to be doing a color remover to try to see if I can get rid of the rest of this color. It was about around like day 45 where I had to just, you know, say screw it, and I had to, you know, kind of remove the color a bit. So what I ended up doing was using a hair color remover called Color Oops. I have a really old video on this type of product and how I used it before. So I ended up using this one again, and I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of my update thoughts on that product because it has been about 5 years since I used it. So this will kind of, I guess, serve as my before for the Color Oops product. I don't know if I'm gonna make this a separate video or if I'm going to, you know, just include it in the hair update, but yeah, so we are going to see what happens. Okay, so this is what my hair looks like after the color remover. I think overall I did a pretty good job. If I wanted to be super picky, I would probably do one more treatment of the color remover. However, I only had one box of the hair color remover, so I think I'm definitely just gonna let this be. There are a couple spots, like you can see right here, there is still a little bit more of that pinky peach kind of color still showing through. I don't know if I just didn't get that spot very well or if that one just really, you know, was a little bit harder to remove. There is still a little bit more color kind of on the underside here as well, but most of this I do believe will continue to fade as I wash it more. You can dye your hair or do another kind of hair treatment right after doing Color Oops, so I haven't decided yet. My roots really do kind of need to be done, but overall there is still a little bit of that pinky kind of color. I think it did a pretty good job at removing a bulk of it though. A lot of it was really kind of built up in here and it kind of broke that up a bit. But if I compare it to like some of my super blonde pieces, you can see it's still quite a bit pinky peach, especially if you like look over here. It's still a little bit of peach areas. I don't really mind it so much, but I do like that it was able to get a good bulk of the color out. Even though there's still a little bit left, I think it did a pretty good job. Yeah, so that is it for this hair update, and we will see where my hair ends up next. So a little bit about my thoughts and my expectations of this product. Now, I definitely had no idea it would last this long in my hair, and it's obviously still there. It's actually been about a week since I did my color remover, and so I've washed my hair, you know, probably 2 or 3 times since then, and you know, there's still color there and it's still not coming out. So I think there is a little bit of stainage to my hair. Maybe I will update after I bleach my roots and see, you know, if it takes care of it or not. But as far as I would say, I don't think all of that color was going to come out of my hair just from rinsing alone, from like water and shampoo and stuff. So I feel like you definitely would have to use some type of color remover if you wanted to completely remove that color, if you had previously lightened hair when you used the product. Now, I've seen some reviews of girls who have darker hair or, you know, not as bright blonde hair that have used the product and it came out fine. But since my hair was so light, obviously it's more damaged and it's obviously more porous. So it really sucks in that color and really holds on to it. I do have to say, while the hair was fading, it lasted pretty good, like for a while without looking super patchy. It was really kind of the very end where it started to get a little bit more like patchy than what I was comfortable with going out in public looking like. And as far as the color name, so obviously it's called pink brown, and it's definitely not a pink brown color at all. I mean, even if it's supposed to be intended for like a brunette hair color, it's definitely really intense to where it would show up on, you know, maybe like a medium to, you know, a dark brown. On black, it probably wouldn't show up in my opinion. It might give it like a little bit of a tint in the sunlight, but as far as coloring it on super dark hair, I feel like it probably wouldn't do a good job. But they also say that you can use it on pre-lightened hair, so it's not like I did something wrong or anything. But even on pre-lightened hair, that color was nothing close to a pink brown. I thought it was going to be kind of like a dusty pink or like a dull pink or champagne-y kind of pink, you know, from the color pink brown. This was straight up like Manic Panic red with a slight orange tint. As it started to fade, it went more orange, and then when it started to really fade, it started to go a little bit more towards like a flamingo-y kind of pink. But as far as all my blondes out there, if you think you're getting a pink color with this, it's definitely not the case at all. And of course, on their little like hair swatch thing, they show you like, you know, about the color you're gonna get. I think at number one, obviously it's not true results because it's just like computer generated and really badly in my opinion. So based off the color swatches, those are so inaccurate. You're going to get a straight up red, like Wendy's red hair color with this type of product. But as far as the product color aside, I think I really liked it. I don't think I would do this color again though, because just the red is a little intense and it was a little bit harder to remove from my hair than what I had anticipated. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.